Hello, 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 and welcome to this final boss fight pub quiz. My name is John, and I'm the guy on screen with the movement. I am joined by Ben, who's the guy here with a camera that gets about a frame every couple of minutes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And Jennifer, who is a pretty picture.
Yep, pretty much.
Uh,
I love how you vacillate between using our names and using our usernames.
I mean,
Well, it could be worse. Could be using the D&D ones as well.
I'm joined by Riodan and Luna.
Chupacabra, the goat eater, just to fuck with you.
I don't know, Chupa wouldn't do a pub quiz.
Are you sure about that?
I know, Chupa would probably do a pub quiz, but wouldn't get the answers right, and then just smash everybody.
No, at the end she'd burn the pub down.
Yeah.
I win?
I must admit that the new character, the one which I've been telling you about, John.
Yes.
I think he would probably play a pub quiz. Doesn't know any answers, but probably would play the pub.
Get into it. He'd be into it.
Oh yeah. He just tries to distract people and steal the answers.
Also, hey Sean, fancy seeing you here.
Hey.
What are you doing here?
We are, as a continued effort, going to be doing a pub quiz on a semi-weekly basis throughout the quarantine to stretch those grey cells, get you a little bit of entertainment, hopefully, and get this lot thinking about things.
Wait, we had to think for this? I think I'm in the wrong game.
Yeah. I feel like I've been refused some important details here.
Substitution, you take over.
Substitution judo. The way this is going to work for you guys and for anybody watching along at home that this is the first time, I've got some questions over on this screen here. These guys are going to give me some answers. We're going to do 4 rounds of questions, and after each round of questions, we're going to go through and check your answers. Because that way we know who's winning, who's losing, etc.
How can you be sure?
Numbers. This week, unlike last week, we're going to do 2 things. One thing is we're going to have Jeff joining us about 10 minutes or so from now, which I think might give you guys enough of a head start to maybe be on par with him, our current resident pub quiz champion.
So we need to be as fast as possible so that we can get through as many questions, so by the time he comes in, he can only answer one.
The other thing that we're going to do is start the background music now.
Okay.
So we've got some fancy chiptunes going for those watching along at home.
Oh, I was going to say, there's music? What?
I've got music. I get music in my headphones, and the stream gets music.
I was going to say, I can't hear anything.
I'm afraid I can't get the music to you guys. That's
No.
That's on Spotify, unfortunately.
That's okay. Ooh, you're not playing anything that's...
No, it's a Twitch friendly chat. Twitch friendly playlist. So
I didn't know such things existed.
Twitch put it together.
Very nice.
I can send you links if you would like, Ben.
Yes, I'll always take out the shave.
So what we'll do, as I said, we'll do 10 questions, and then we'll answer them, and we'll do 10 more questions, and then we'll answer them. Then we're going to do 10 movie-themed questions, and then 10 more movie-themed questions. Because I found that there are other quizzes with other themes on the website that I'm using.
Which is very handy, because I'm terrible at quizzes.
But the first and most important order of business is that every pub quiz needs a pub quiz name. So, Ben.
Yes.
What is your team name?
It's the Bennigens.
It's the Ben Agains.
And the next time I play is going to be the Ben agains.
And Jennifer, what's your team name?
Angel Feather.
Ooh, very nice.
There we go. And I'm gonna guess that we'll have Talon on toast again for...
Wait, we're gonna eat him? That sounds terrible.
for...
Salty.
Digestion is built for talons.
I mean,
for
Talon's
Jeff
a
when he
tough
gets
one.
here.
Right.
So, no Googling the answers, because that's cheating. These all come off the top of your head.
Pretty sure you would notice if I tried. It would take me about 10 minutes.
I'm happy to Google.
I can Google. I can Google. It's just when it comes down to my internet.
Yeah, Sean, I know it was
when I'm doing
technically...
something else.
I know it was technically Talon and Toast, but I think On is a better answer.
It sounds hard and salty.
Question 1.
Yes.
How many letters are there in the modern Greek alphabet?
This
How
is
many-
movie related?
These
Was
are the
this just
general
general?
knowledge ones. These are your starters for 10.
Okay.
General knowledge starters. Sean suggests too many. How many letters are there in the modern Greek alphabet? I'm going to assume that it's a number we're looking for here, guys. That narrows it down what possible answers you can give.
Does it have to be a real number?
Yeah, somewhere between 0 and all of them. Now, it's probably not a negative number. It's probably not a 0 either, so I think it's at least 1.
So the phrase "as many as they need" isn't going to apply.
I'm assuming it's 10 questions around, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I have no idea, so I'm just going to leave it with that one. No, actually, I'm going to... yeah, leave that one. Yes. No. Yes.
Question 2. Who played Neo in the 1999 movie The Matrix?
Johnny Bravo.
Who played Neo in the 1999 movie The Matrix?
Please tell me we don't have to spell it right.
You have to spell it as accurately as you can to be able to pronounce it back to me when we do the answers.
Okay, that's
we
good.
have to actually read our own handwriting?
I may
I
have
didn't agree to that.
I may have lost another point there on telling you things in advance.
Yeah.
Do you both have an answer for question 2?
Yes.
Yes.
In the International Morse Code, which letter is represented by --? In International Morse Code, which letter is represented by --?
The only thing I know about Morse code is that it's not in order. Okay, time for a stab in the dark.
I mean, that's one that we can narrow down to 26 possible answers. Depending on how well you know Morse code, I can think of 2 that I can definitely knock off the list.
Same here. Surprisingly, same here.
I would assume possibly you've got the same 2 that you can say that it isn't.
I vaguely remember. Oh, it's been so long, though.
I can never remember which order they are, but you do them long enough, I think people get the picture. Okay. That's my stab in the dark. I think I was kind of happy, sad with it, but...
Pantaloon is the French word for which item of clothing? Pantaloon is the French word for which item of clothing?
That one I know.
So I don't think it's what I thought it is. I think it's that one instead. But I could be completely wrong. Am I going to say? No, I'm going to go with the one which I thought it was and probably get it wrong, but... Okay.
True or false, the 5 rings on the Olympics flag are interlocking? True or false, the 5 rings on the Olympic flag are interlocking?
So tempted to grab a coin and start flipping.
I'm just jamming out to the chilling Twitch chip tunes. I like this playlist.
I literally just saw the stupid flag a couple days ago on freaking Nailed It on Netflix, and I don't remember.
Well, my favorite part is that recently, for the sake of it, they also made a special one which was completely separate for the sake of the situation which we're going through. Which
I
sort
mean,
of throws me off.
it's definitely something that has been a lot in the news recently, with them having to almost historically postpone it for the first time in.
Are we actually counting
ever.
that redesign, or are we going by the original?
We're going with the original.
Okay.
I'll assume that they're asking this about the original.
Yeah, we're not
Okay.
counting the 2 Olympics.
We aren't
Maybe we should do the
socially
Olympics at home.
distancing the Olympics.
That would be quite an interesting one, the social distance Olympics. You just see a person holding up a camera running in the garden.
I'm not against social distancing. I just wish my pant buttons weren't doing.
How many
I don't
items?
have that issue. Right, sorry.
How many items are there in a baker's dozen? How many items are there in a baker's dozen?
Mm-hmm. I think I have an answer.
No, you don't. Stop lying.
How did you know?
The facade has fallen. How many years of marriage is represented by a ruby wedding anniversary? Yeah, I guess that's another good answer, Sean. Depends if the baker likes you or not.
As for the ruby, a lot.
Pretty sure the answer is too many.
No.
That depends on your viewpoint of marriage and who you're married to.
I'll go with that one. I mean, the only one which I've ever remembered worrying was the one which was about, I think, of ceramic. And we actually got a ceramic tile and just put stuff on it for Mum and Dad.
I think
Yeah.
first is paper, isn't it?
I think so.
Something
You
along
know,
those lines. I mean, my
It's
grandparents.
just in case it doesn't carry on, you know. Just,
Wedding
don't know.
anniversary recently.
it's,
But you're
it's,
the thing.
it's something where, luckily, we can search online nowadays to find out.
Normally.
Yeah, but not
Um,
very subtle.
I mean, if the first one is paper, then you just need to take a really simple origami course, and the benefits of simple origami are twofold.
That was terrible, and I love it.
Thank you.
I do love some blind jokes, they're best.
What were the names of characters played by TV duo Ant and Dec in Biker Grove?
The fuck is that?
Oh, I used to
I've never
watch
seen
that
this
as
one.
well.
Added challenge. What is Biker Grove?
Well, I know that one, that's something.
That's apparently unforeseen added difficulty for our American audience.
Hey, Mom.
Okay. And, I don't know. I don't know, so I'm going to just put down 2 from a different program.
I'm gonna get
They
because not trying.
they had a musical career under the name as well for a while.
No, that's the worst part. I can't even remember that. I remember the song.
There was a long time where they were known as name.
I always
And
thought
then
they
it-
were just deck.
Well, technically they always have been, but going by their character names in that. No, they weren't. That was just where they started their career from, and then
Yeah.
afterwards they got known for who they were. And the fact that they worked so well as a duo, so it just became those two.
What is the name of the pub in Emmerdale Farm?
Oh, god damn it. You
What?
and your British things.
How? How did I know that?
What is the name of the pub in Emmerdale Farm?
I guessed.
I'm just going to lose a point on this one, I think. So let's just go with. Yeah, that sounds like a pub name. I don't know. I've never watched the soap, so I don't know.
I've never watched it myself, so I'm guessing if it sounds vaguely pubby, you stand a chance.
Yeah,
There are
I know.
too many standard pubby sounding names out there.
And finally, for round one,
Right.
how many zeros are there in a billion? How many zeros are there in a billion?
Yeah, I'll stick with that. Might not be right, but I'll stick with it.
Yes, Sean, your previous answer works for that one as well. Too many.
Certainly nowadays, especially if they're tax evaders who will not get the money back.
You went slightly Dalek there.
I'm sorry, my voice goes all over the place. You really must know this by now.
Okay, is everybody ready for answers for the first round?
Yes.
To say no, but I am.
So, question 1. How many letters are there in the modern Greek alphabet?
26?
I put down 42 because I don't know, so.
There are 24, apparently.
I put
Huh.
21st. Ah, god damn it. I was right the first time.
Who played Neo in The Matrix?
Keanu Reeves.
Yes, Keanu Reeves.
Ding. Correct answer.
Oh,
The International Morse Code, which letter is represented by dash dot dot?
Cute.
I put down T.
It is the letter D
Uh-uh.
for Delta.
Ah.
What? Again, we've got a question that Sammy would be excellent at answering. Pantaloon is the French word for which item of clothing?
trousers?
It is
I put
indeed
down- Damn, tights I put.
trousers.
Woohoo.
I was going to put that in leggings. It's no better, really.
It's that's so far we've had. Last week we had how far is the Channel Tunnel, and this week we've had what is pantaloons. True or false? The 5 rings on the Olympic flag are interlocking.
True.
Pretty sure that's false.
It is indeed true, Ben.
Yeah! Ding, ding, ding.
How many items are there in a baker's dozen?
13?
Correct.
Yay!
And how many years in a ruby wedding?
30?
15?
40.
I was right the first time! Damn it!
Ant and Dec were...
Jim and Bob.
I put Barry and Paul Chuckle. Because I don't know what their name was. I do know it was a children's TV show back in the 1980s.
Jim and Bob.
That's a different show, Ben. That's a different show.
So no points?
It's PJ and Duncan, who you might remember from such famous songs as "Let's Get Ready to Rumble,"
Yep.
Nope.
which we won't show you a clip of here because we can't because of licensing laws.
We really should get in touch with them and just ask them.
Could you just pop onto Discord and sing it for us? Just, you know.
Yeah, hey, Ant and Dec, since you're not busy because you're not doing Britain's Got Talent anymore.
And technically, they are just sat in their houses at the moment.
I mean, give it a go. Does anybody know them on Discord?
I tell you what, if anyone through the stream or anything like that can find Ant and Dec and get them over to the final boss fight, we will do a very special stream just with them. Just for them. Yeah, absolutely.
The Emmerdale pub is called
The
Leaping
Goosehead?
Lamb.
the Woolpack.
Oh, that's
Wait.
bullshit.
That's wrong.
And how many zeros in a billion?
9.
Correct.
Yay.
So Team Angel Feather. At the end of round 1, how many points do you have?
4.
Also 4.
It's a tight quiz tonight.
We're evenly matched.
Yeah, we're both really stupid.
Don't say that. I've been working hard on my brainicles.
You've only got a leg up on me because you're British, so you know the British answers.
No, I didn't know the.
I mean, to be fair,
Come on.
no, neither of those he got right.
Yeah, that's true. You should have a leg up, but you don't.
Okay.
That's alright, I won't know any of the American answers anyway.
The problem is I'll probably be better at those.
Rounding into round 2, let's see if we can get through this before Jeff shows up. We'll see how this goes. What is the chemical formula for water?
Okay.
What is the chemical formula for water?
Magnesium sulfate.
Perfect. Yes, exactly.
That's not a formula.
Can be.
Which English county was William Shakespeare born in? It was his birthday the other day, actually.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh god, is it?
Also, the anniversary of the day of his death, because he died on the same day as he was born.
Of course he did. The dramatist.
Ah, is
Like,
that
how
the
can I make my
location which
birthday
is very
awesome?
specific, or is that the
Pop my clogs.
I'm gonna stick with what I have. I think I'm wrong, but I'm gonna stick with what I have.
I'm probably wrong.
Where in the human body are the metatarsal metatarsal bones found?
On the inside.
I mean,
That doesn't count!
I mean, if they're not, you're doing it wrong.
Or your fans on your tail.
Let's see.
I won't accept that as an answer, but
I no idea. So I'm gonna just. I think they're all important, so I'll put that down.
I'm pretty sure Jurassic Park just saved me on this one.
Really?
Yeah.
what
Hold on.
does
Yeah,
think-
maybe.
I think Ben's just tried to rewatch the entirety of Jurassic Park in his head in 5 seconds.
It can be done. Oh, I suppose I should clarify. Jurassic Park 2, honey.
Damn.
Wait a minute, gotta queue up that DVD.
I'll just go back with that one. I don't know. I'm guessing.
Question 4 of round 2. What does NATO stand for? What does NATO stand for? And it's not because somebody stole the chair.
And we are talking NATO, not NATO.
NATO.
Okay, good.
NATO. I'll give you the acronym. NATO. 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 NATO.
Oh, got it. Couldn't remember one of the words.
I don't know any of the words, but I'm just randomly writing down things have those acronyms.
I look forward to hearing some of them, Ben. I will be
Okay.
intrigued to see if your random acronym happens to be the right answer. Again, I feel slightly unfair on our American friend. In the UK, what is symbolised by a white circular road sign with a black line running diagonally across it?
Ooh, I think I do actually know that one.
What is symbolised by a white circular road sign with a black line running diagonally across it?
Well, hell, I should know this. I passed my driving test.
Yeah.
You
As
did-
if you don't purge that information as soon as you take the
Well,
damn
pretty
test.
much, it's more a case of so long as I know that I'm not breaking any rules right there.
You didn't know that you were going to be randomly tested on road safety tonight.
No, not at all.
We,
I think that's wrong, but I think it's also right to a degree. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go with it.
Including the white ball, how many colour varieties are used in a game of snooker? Including the white ball, how many colour varieties are used in a game of snooker?
I have no idea if that's right, but I'll go with it.
I better know this one or my grandpa will whoop my ass. He loves snooker.
Well, that's the thing. I used to play. This is the problem. Just hit the ball. Hit the ball, and the ball hit that.
Of course, famous on-air TV snooker quote. And for those of you watching in black and white, the pink ball is next to the green one.
Well, at least you're giving us two colours in that statement as well.
There you go. And white. We've got three there at least.
Okay.
What is a group of ravens known as? This one's multiple choice.
Oh.
What
I've already
is-
written down an answer.
Let's see if it appears on this list. What is a group of ravens known as? A constable, a crew, or a collection?
I was wrong. That's magpies I was thinking of.
Yeah, murder is crows, so don't feel too bad.
I am also informed from this list that there is actually multiple names for what a group of ravens is called.
Okay, so what were the options again? Was it constable?
Constable, crew, or collection?
I have no idea whether that's correct, but I'll go with it because I don't know.
Fair.
I
mean, you
told you
gotta-
I was going to be terrible at this, so you know.
You got a 1 in 3 chance, really.
Yeah.
That's true, especially considering I didn't go with my first answer.
Okay, question 8. Bonus points on offer for this one.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Can you name all 7 Canary Islands?
Oh.
You can get 1 point.
Bird, and bird.
You can get 1 point for each of the islands you can name.
Yellow.
I don't know any. Oh, what was it? No. No, that's in the wrong area. Damn it. Bob.
I don't even remember where the Canary Islands are.
I mean, lots of people go on holiday to them.
Well, yeah, no, I know that, but like, I can't remember if they're closer to the U.S. or Europe.
No, I can't. Geography is failing me. I'm sorry, prior teachers. Look down on me in shame. Sort
AG has just resubbed for 7 months.
Yay!
Thank you for taking up your sword for so long, AG, and get round the round table.
Wait, that's how we do it? I thought we had to constantly vanquish foes.
I know, you gotta get round the round table and we discuss how we do it. Can't just constantly vanquish people. We've got to have tactics.
Really? Because I just run in with a really big flaming sword and beat the shit out of people until I die.
Yeah, I can't think of any island names which I think are even close.
Okay. Question 9. Which famous hit song includes the lyrics, "I'll protect you from the hooded claw, keep the vampires from your door"?
Popular song, you say?
I mean, it famous.
Famous.
Famous. It doesn't necessarily say popular.
Can
AG
you say
says.
that again?
AG says it feels like longer. Which famous hit song includes the lyrics, "I'll protect you from the hooded claw, keep the vampires from your door"?
Shit, I know this song.
Sean says, "Ooh, love that song." And AG says, "Popular song is subjective." Also, Sean says that Tic Tacs are minty.
Oh, I got it.
I have no idea, but this is the only one I think which is sort of going with it. Okay.
If this is the one I'm thinking of, there's a really good Undertale AMV with that song.
I think, Ben, that you and I need to release a spoken word song album at some point.
Of course. You do those ones, I'll do Eminem.
And then finally for this one, which country appears first in the English dictionary? Which country appears first in the English dictionary? AG says, looking forward to Rap God in the style of Ben again.
So which country comes first in the English dictionary?
Which country appears first in the English dictionary?
Oh, God. I don't know many of the countries off by the top of my head. Because I don't know
I
just
miss...
jumping off.
They really need to redo the Animaniacs countries song.
I must admit, I have been trying to learn that for the longest time. Because I just love this. I can't get in a tune in my head, and I can't get it to work, and I just really want to start singing.
I actually know a good chunk of it. Shut up, I'm trying to go through it.
Have you ever heard him do the extended version?
Yes, I have, and it is amazing as well.
It is. He's an impressive voice actor. There was a show they did last year or the year before called Talking Toons.
Yes.
And it was him talking to other voice actors about the cartoon voices they'd done.
My favourite one is when he starts also doing famous scripts with different voices from cartoons.
I've seen that done as a thing at conventions, and they'll just have like 7 or 8 voice actors up on the stage, and they'll just go down like the list of like, okay, well, here's the Matrix, but for this scene, Neo will be played by Batman, and
I must admit, one of my favourite ones which I've been asked to do one recently, just so I could do a relatively good Joker. And you know Steven Universe?
I know of Steven Universe.
Have you heard the song Other Friends?
No.
Oh, from the movie? If you did that in the Joker voice, you're awesome.
I did that for a friend in the Joker. I'll try and do a recording for you and send it so you guys can hear it.
Oh, that is badass. That's such a good song.
Sean in the chat is having a similar reaction to Jennifer's.
Yeah, I'll try and make a recording of that. If anyone's very good at animation, I would maybe compile that. So, you can...
Sean says, "Love Steven Universe. Yes, yes, yes. I needs it." So does Mr. Warner.
I enjoyed Steven Universe. I absolutely love the Joker, just as a concept. Not so much what they're doing with him right now, but...
Also,
it was
Lorna JJ, welcome to the final boss fight party. Take up your sword and let's take this final boss fight on together.
Yeah, I must say, it was something which I was just talking about with my mates. Just was like, oh yeah, I just would think that the Joker would be such a perfect voice to throw in there.
Oh, I love it.
Oh. So,
No.
I've just been watching, and this is a complete aside, we'll come back to the answers in a minute, but
Right.
the Infinite Crisis that they've just done on the CW channels
Yeah.
shows. I've just been watching it. It's amazing for the amount that they've managed to do with such a small budget. But they had Kevin Conroy appear as Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And obviously Kevin Conroy is
The Batman.
the Batman. They need to do another crossover at some point where they have Mark Hamill come back as the Joker.
Oh,
I mean, his
Mark Hamill has come out and said, if it is a project Kevin Conroy will sign on to, he'll do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
As far as he's...
But I think he loves acting with him.
He does, but he also feels like Kevin Conroy's Batman is the only one who fits his Joker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. The
Which
whole
I
concept is your Joker has to meld around the Batman there, so you have to work with whatever one happens to be there. And I've gone Bax instead.
Yeah, close.
Bax is very close. It was actually very much designed off of the Joker.
Anyway, answers time.
Okay.
What is the chemical formula for water?
H2O.
Correct. What county was William Shakespeare born in?
Stratford?
Cambridgeshire?
It is Warwickshire.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Stratford is a part of it. Stratford upon Avon. Damn.
Where in the human body are the metatarsal bones?
The important place,
The
the hips.
legs?
It is the foot.
Oh!
Crap, that was the other one I had written down. I wasn't sure. Fuck.
After your clue about damn Jurassic Park, I put the foot immediately. Thinking the claw. The claw. Damn. Never.
No, in the second movie when they break the Tyrannosaurus baby's leg,
Oh, God.
the lady, the redhead, she's putting she's doing the X-ray with that the thing,
Yeah.
and she goes, these there's the metatarsals, there's the fracture right above the epiphysis, and so I remember her saying it, but because they're working on the leg, I
Yeah.
couldn't remember if it was the leg or the foot. So like
what,
Jurassic Park help.
What does NATO stand for?
National Air Traffic Organization.
Damn. National Astrological Technologies Operations.
No. It is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
Oh.
Wow.
And
Fair enough.
Sean, unfortunately, it does not also stand for not a toaster, obviously. I'm afraid. The white circular road sign with a black diagonal line through it means...
Dead end.
National speed limit.
It is national speed limit applies.
Yay!
Dead end might be the American one.
I think a dead end usually is a blue circle with a red cross through it. Possibly
yeah,
it just says
either that
dead
or-
end.
Or sometimes you get a T junction with a red block at the top, just for the sake of, go nowhere. It. Anyway,
One moment.
Oh. It's changing the answers.
How many balls, how many colours of ball are there on a snooker table?
8.
8?
Correct.
Yay!
I got one.
What
Oh, you
is
got a H2O.
what is a group of ravens known as?
Constable?
Constable?
Correct.
Yay!
I knew it was a really weird one.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey guys, how are you guys doing?
Terribly.
Failing.
Now comes the one which we're going to be really bad at.
Okay, Jeff.
Hi.
We've done 2 rounds of questions.
Yep.
So you've got a little bit of a penalty this time. But I'll give you a chance to earn some points, because we've just got to the answers for a particular question that I don't think Ben or Jennifer got any of the answers to. And there's a possible 7 on offer here.
Ooh.
Can you name any of the Canary Islands?
I've got 2 potential names.
I wrote down 4 random names which I'm pretty sure are islands.
So, Jeff, if you want to name some first.
Or do we want to give Jeff some time to actually...
Nope.
I thought I was no. Honestly, I can't at the moment. I was thinking of something. I realised it was Channel Islands.
Okay, Ben.
I have written down Sterling, Sicily, Isla, and Skye.
No. Several
I
of those
didn't
are
think,
islands.
Oh, I know they're all islands, but I just don't know where... Oh, the Canary Islands!
Jennifer.
The only 2 islands I think might be in that general area I could think of were Guam and Grenada.
No.
Jeff has run away. He's gone and got an atlas.
Just Googling it.
The correct answers are Gran Canaria, Fuerteventura, Tenerife, Lanzarote, La Palma, La Gomera, and El Hierro.
I've heard of them. I didn't know they were a collective.
And Sean scored 2.
Yay!
Ooh, good job.
Well done. I think you'll speak your microphone's off, by the way, Jeff.
Sean should be in here.
John doesn't want to be. She doesn't like playing with us.
Which famous hit song includes the lyrics, "I'll protect you from the hooded claw, keep the vampire from your door"?
Power of love, baby.
Thriller?
Jennifer's correct.
Damn.
It's the power of love.
It
A
is
voice from above.
Frankie Goes to Hollywood's version of The Power of Love.
Huh. Fair enough.
And which country appears first in the English dictionary?
Africa.
Argentina?
Abu Dhabi.
Africa's a continent.
No, it was something which began with A.
It is something that begins with A. It is Afghanistan.
Fuck, I forgot about Afghanistan.
So did I.
God damn it. I knew there was one in the Middle East, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Abu Dhabi is the capital of the United Arab Emirates.
I'm not awake tonight, so you might have a chance here.
Okay, so Angel Feather.
Well, with that round, I got another 4 points, so I'm sitting on 8.
Similar. Very the same. I've also got 4 points. I'm on 8.
Okay. So
This is all going exactly as I planned.
So
Lie.
at the end of the first batch of questions, Our two teams, Angel Feather and It's Ben Agains, have 8 points, and Talon on Toast is sitting fresh at 0 because he only just showed up. Because we gave him 0 warning for when the stream was starting.
No excuses.
as we had last minute people not feeling very well. So at this point in this week's quiz, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We're not going to go anywhere because, well, I mean, you guys can go somewhere if you want, but I'm going to stay here and try and be entertaining.
Why would you want to do that?
Try being the operative word. We'll just let Ben be entertaining, shall we?
Ben is juggling one. What would be really impressive is if you throw that up and then Jeff catches it.
Okay, Jeff, ready?
I'm sorry, there's a law of physics there. There's a law of physics in the way there, honey.
But I like breaking the laws of physics.
No.
But look at my idol.
Do not break
We are made
physics,
to
please.
do it. We are meant to. Come on.
So I was just gonna.
Fine.
I was going to say, while we're doing this sort of break in the middle of things, I am going to run an advert break in a couple of minutes, so I will give you headphone listeners advance warning. We're going to have an advert break shortly. If you're wearing headphones, be warned, the adverts can be up to 10% louder than us, and louder than the loudest that we will ever be, because adverts! So that is coming up in a couple of minutes.
The audience is now deaf.
Also, John doesn't know how to turn down the volume control.
No, that is just how the adverts work on Twitch. They
Twitch.
They just do that.
It's not just Twitch. Same thing happens with fucking YouTube, so, you know.
I mean,
I don't know that site. I just use YouTube.
So I was going to say, have you guys seen the Twitter fight that has been happening between museums this week?
No.
No, but I have been seeing people doing the painting recreations.
Yes, I've seen
Yeah.
that. I've
So,
heard about them showing off their creepy stuff.
yeah, museums are currently having a curator battle with the theme being the creepiest object at the museum.
One of them is a picture of my face.
The Yorkshire Museum started it off with a 3rd to 4th century hair bun that was found in the burial of a Roman woman. Still with the jet pins in place in the hair. Let me see if I can get this up on the stream.
Actual hair.
Actual
That's
hair.
kind of bad.
I thought you were going to say it was actually in the woman. It was like, Jesus, sounds terrible.
Let's see if I can grab
Why would you
a
ingest that?
display
I'm going to play with my
picture.
balls.
What?
I got these.
I feel like I'm missing something because I no longer have video.
No. they're Chinese stress balls. They're just little
So this is,
circular silver balls.
for anybody watching along at home, this is the woman's hair.
Are you sure that's the hair and not actually just like a puppy or a poodle that's like curled up on it or something?
I'm not saying it's the hair. It's the Yorkshire Museum says it's the hair.
Right. They aren't the ones who killed her, are they?
Yuki Yato has followed up with this creepy Japanese wood painting of a demon eating a woman's hair.
What's with the hair?
Nova Scotia has just listed, does this something in a jar count?
Is it dirt? Because dirt in a jar is always useful.
It's not a jar of dirt, no.
It looks
Got
to
a
be a
jar
jar
in
of
it.
it looks to be a jar of baby cow.
Oh my god.
Okay.
The Natural Science Museum has this mermaid. Whatever reaction you just gave there, Jeff, you were muted for.
Just as well. He's lots of no's and nopes and stuff.
Which is a monkey's torso grafted onto a fish.
I've seen that
Oh, I've
one.
heard about
It
that.
looks delicious.
Oh no.
Yeah, just add a dash of soy sauce and you're good to go.
I just shove an apple in its mouth, bit of salt,
A couple
bit of garlic.
decent side dishes.
There's
Oh,
this
yeah.
there's this pin cushion. That one's from the Norwich Castle. It's a pin cushion of a pea pod with kids' faces.
Oh,
Because where else would you want to stick your pins?
no.
Well, to be honest, if they've been playing up all day, I suppose that's a nice little relief. You see this,
Better than
Barry?
sticking the pins in
You
them.
see this, Barry? This could be you, Barry. Shut up.
And then
Shut
we
up.
have this haunted children's toy, which is a sheep on wheels.
Oh,
That
come on, Rupert the doll beats that one, hands down.
that they put down in one place and it turns up in other places.
I mean, surely
Nope.
that's just people moving it around.
It's one of those things where I always want to experiment with those just to see. It's probably a terrible idea. I'm going to get myself possessed any time now. You'll probably see just a dark figure growing up at the back of my head. But it's the
Professor
Riordan in me. It's the Riordan in me.
Professor Dan Hicks follows with this sheep's heart with pins and nails strung on a loop of cord that was found in South Devon and was used for breaking evil spells and curses.
Sean,
What
What
you
the
know about this?
actual fuck?
That's near Sean territory, isn't it?
Are you sure breaking and not making? That sounds more like a ritual to make a curse.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with him on that one.
Sean says, The Imperial War Museum offers up Tirpitz, who was saved from drowning after the German ship sunk in the South Pacific, served as a mascot for the HMS Glasgow for the rest of the FWW, eventually auctioned off for pork, raising £1,785 for charity, and they still have the head.
Because of course they do.
Oh, that's not so bad.
But, I mean, you get trophies, so I suppose a head isn't too out of place.
Egham Museum throws in these broken doll pieces.
I think this is something which we're going to need to do. We're just going to review creepy objects from around the world.
And this broken doll.
Oh no.
The Deutsche Historische Museum has this.
That's like a gas mask of some description.
That
Oh, forget
is a plague mask from 1650 to 1750.
Oh,
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
That's even better.
they were very interesting things just for the sake that they didn't do anything for the sake of stopping the plague. It was all about stopping the smell. So they
Because they
stuffed
thought they
lavender
were-
into the smell.
They thought the plague was carried by a bad smell.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. My favourite part is around the time there were scientists who had actually figured it out, but no one believed them. Because science was just such a brand new thing.
Rosie Brigham adds that she isn't a museum, but she does have this mummified baby alligator. So does that count?
What the actual fuck?
I don't know whether I still have it, but I do have a creepy doll which I made once. Literally made it so that it would murder people in an animation I did when I was
Here
doing
is-
media studies.
Here is a box of eyeballs.
Oh, that's standard.
Ugh.
Why?
Come on,
What
but-
is? Why? Just. Oh god.
Some nice shrunken heads. We'll just scroll past those.
As you
These things. York
That one looks like they look like Dobby and Shrek.
York Art Gallery just has the severed lower leg.
I wonder if somewhere on there you'll soon get the guy who has the. Have you ever heard of the touch the toe drink challenge?
I mean, we've just got to the fingertips that are in the NAM museum, frostbitten fingertips,
Oh,
Oh, God.
and that's the end of the list of creepy,
Alright.
creepy things.
that reminds me of there's this drinking challenge, which is a case of I think it's called touch the toe. which was something which was invented ages back after this person lost his toe thanks to frostbite. And a challenge was put as he tried to preserve it in alcohol, but it didn't work. So someone decided to drink from the glass with the toe. So the whole
Ew.
concept is now you can drink it fast, to drink it slow, but your lips have to touch the toe.
Oh.
The
No,
worst part
no.
is the toe which they have is not the original, because it accidentally gets swallowed every now and again,
Oh god.
and people donate.
People keep
new
donating their
toes.
toes.
Now they think they have the original, but they can't be sure because people brought it back. But they
Oh,
don't know if it's the right one.
So on that note, we're gonna take a 60-second advert break because I'm sure advertisers will love following that.
It's gonna be a hard act to follow. It really is.
If you're watching along at home, what I believe happens is you get deafened for a little while by adverts, and we appear in the bottom corner of them. If you watch them and let them play, we get about half of a penny out of it.
Yay!
So thank you if you do, and we'll see you on the other side for a movie round.
And in the meantime, everyone try and get onto Anton Deck. It is very important that we get them to play with us.
It also means that for the next 20 minutes, nobody actually sees adverts when they start up the channel, which is nice. If you are,
Yay!
I believe if you are, how do you get out of adverts? Do you subscribe to us to get out of adverts?
Who knows?
In which case,
It
Jeff,
used to be Prime. It used to be Prime, but yeah.
I think Jeff and Air Guitarist get out of this advert break.
Yay.
We are in the
But then-
top. We are in the top right corner of the screen for Sean as she's watching this advert break.
Like, so if they don't have the ads, what do they see?
Us doing this.
Oh, okay.
High
They're so
quality
lucky.
content.
Yeah.
Um,
So they've got about 10 seconds left. I'm getting people saying they're coming back in again. So
it's a puzzle.
wasn't that a fun advert break, guys?
I know.
Whoa.
It was
Let's-
great.
Whatever it was they're selling.
Let's all buy some of that.
What was it?
Yes. Sausages. It was Wolves sausage.
Erectile dysfunction pills.
I already have a set. No!
It was films, apparently.
Oh, that was so wonderfully well timed.
I like the fact that I just broke someone there, right? Okay.
Okay. We're moving on to the second set of questions for tonight, which, as Angel and the Bennigens decided their key subject was movies,
Which is
We're-
appropriate because you just had film adverts.
with
Yeah,
apparently
that's very true, yeah.
we've just had film adverts. We're going to move into a movies round. So actually, JF,
Hi.
could I get a number between 1 and 11?
7.
7.
I have to think about that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Is everybody ready?
No.
Cool. Which famous movie features a woman with a death's head hawk moth covering her mouth on the promotional material?
Jay and Silent Bob.
Which famous movie features a woman with a death's head hawk moth covering her mouth on the promotional material?
I was about to say Pretty Woman, but I realised it's just Julia Roberts.
The death's head hawk moth is obviously one that I'm looking forward to catching in Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's not in there yet.
Have you got your Atlas moth yet?
Maybe. I got the fleas today.
I mean, you
Oh,
should
that-
go
that
see
sounds
someone.
terrible. That just
Yeah,
sounds
you go
itchy.
see someone.
Bob caught fleas, I think, or was it Snake?
That sounds like a very different game.
That's how you catch flea for your museum. Is that you have to wait for one of your islanders to catch fleas, and then you sneak up behind them with a net and just kind of.
That's going to be irritating for them. You're just hitting them randomly with a net until you catch a flea.
They'll tell you that they've been feeling itchy and don't know why.
So you beat them with a net until
Yes.
a flea popped into it.
You have to
sound like a terrible doctor.
You have to sneak up from behind them from enough distance away that you don't accidentally start talking to them.
That's even worse. So you're feeling bad, eh? I tell you what, I'll see you tomorrow.
Look over there.
Stand there and let me swing this net in your general direction.
You caught a friend. I didn't want a friend. I wanted to flee. Oh well, put you in a museum anyway.
Question 2. Who played Jim Lovell in Apollo 13?
Oh, I was just talking with Mom about that.
Who played Jim Lovell in Apollo 13?
Oh dear.
I have no idea.
I only know one actor.
Whatever. One at a time.
I have limited memory.
I know I'm wrong, but
Yeah, same
Whatever.
here.
Yeah, Sean,
Tony
pretty
Hawk
much.
certainly wasn't
I'm gonna swing this net. If it hits you, it's not my fault. I mean, I have heard today somebody saying that they caught their villagers Naruto running, and so they just attack them with the axe.
Well, that's nice. Please don't come to Comic-Con. Someone calls
Which city is the film Trainspotting based in? Which city is the film Trainspotting based in?
Okay. No. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go with it, but I don't know.
I
Cool.
don't know either. I've never seen that movie.
Uh,
People keep telling me I should see it.
It's a good movie. It is. I just can't remember which one. I know where it's
Can't-
set.
it's
Did it get a
one of
sequel?
two, but I can't remember which one.
Yeah, same here.
yes, it did.
I'm making my guess, but it's one of the two. I'm hoping I'm right.
Pixar Animation Studios is a subsidiary of which company? Pixar Animation Studios is a subsidiary of which company?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, they're not that big.
Oh,
You've probably never heard of them.
I know.
Little company.
Small world owning conglomerate, you mean?
I get the two confused.
It's a shame.
Yes,
Has everybody got an answer?
Yes.
I think so.
Who starred as Scarlett O'Hara in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind?
Okay, first of all, it's pronounced O'Hara.
Who starred as Scarlett O'Hara? Hera.
Hera!
Har.
Ha! It's an A.
Har.
So Scarlett O'Hara.
In Goon
You're
with the
pissing me off
Wind.
now.
So Scarlett O'Hara. Okay.
In the 1939 Goon with the Wind.
Oh god.
Fuck, now I forgot the name of the actress.
Same here. The worst part is I can see her face, but that's not helping. I don't know, so I'm just
How
gonna
well
write
can
down
you
something
draw the
stupid.
face?
Draw the
I
face
don't
not
of
know
that good.
people in
no
research.
babies.
No, we're not allowed to use Google, so I'm just going to write down a very random name which is completely wrong.
I mean, I think it's a female name, so...
Oh, damn it. So not John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
That's my name!
Hey, it's my name too.
Hey!
Oh, recess.
Sean is scribbling out Dave. Which 1980s film features a number of quotes beginning with the words Coughlin's Law?
1980s, you say?
Yes. Which 1980s film features a number of quotes beginning with the words Coughlin's Law?
I'm guessing on that one.
Yeah, I have no idea as well, but I'm going to say that's completely wrong, but I'll go for it.
Question 7. Which character sings I'm a Believer in Shrek?
Well, technically, there's a lot of characters doing backup.
It's funny, I just watched that movie the other day.
They're looking for the main one,
uh,
not the backup artists.
and not the musical, I'm guessing.
No.
Wait, do they want the actor or the character?
The character.
Okay.
Right.
Because, like, I know both, but I wasn't sure which one.
I know what you mean. It's trying to get the right name down.
Which character sings I'm a Believer in the movie Shrek?
Woody.
That's Buzz.
My second guess was going to be Ham.
In Home Alone, Kevin uses quotes from which famous gangster movie to play tricks on the pizza delivery man?
Ah, I know this one. That's one of my
Oh,
favorite
no.
movies.
I've never watched that movie. I'm
I
not
love that
sure.
movie.
No, it's not that. Certainly not that. No,
'Cause he
I
uses-
really don't.
He uses clips from the sequel in the sequel.
Attention to detail.
I just really like those movies.
I've just noticed that in the background of my shot here, there's Creed's gloves
Very nice.
just sticking out from behind a book where I was trying them on the other week.
Yeah, that's a good enough answer. I do actually have my dragon scale dice bag and all that on.
Oh, that's up there.
Huh. We're gonna just
Yeah, I
start
still have
randomly
my
grabbing
little-
stuff. Yeah, buddies.
I still have my little purple jellyfish.
Aw. I've actually started learning how to crochet now. I have.
And then actually up there behind it is the Harpscore dice box
Very nice.
from our sponsors, Harpscore.
Yeah. I must admit, I'm planning on trying to make characters,
Yes,
but not today.
Question 9, which legendary American dancer directed and starred in the musical comedy film Singin' in the Rain?
Oh, I don't know the name.
Hold on. I know Got it.
Which legendary American dancer directed and starred in the musical comedy film Singin' in the Rain?
Why do I have to be terrible at names?
It is a problem for quizzes.
Oh, it's
See,
a
if you
tap
asked me any other
dancer.
time than this, I probably would have been able to tell you straight off.
Well, literally, it's just. I don't know his name, but I'm going to write something down, which is
Does it count
probably.
if I know his? Does it count if I know the surname but not the first name?
Write it down and the rest of it might come to you.
In other words, no, it's not all right.
I might give half a point.
Alright. I think I know his first name, but I'm not sure.
And then, finally for this round, who directed Reservoir Dogs?
Oh, fuck. Ugh.
Yes. Donnie Yen.
Think I have that one. Pretty sure that was one of his.
Okay. Ready for some answers?
Yes.
Go for it.
Which famous movie features a woman with a death's head moth, hawk moth covering her mouth in the promotional materials?
Silence,
Silence of the Lambs?
Um,
Correct. Who played Jim Lovell in Apollo 13?
Bruce Willis?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
It is Tom Hanks.
Fuck. I knew I didn't know that one.
It was the only actor I remember.
Yes,
in it.
Stay here.
Which city is the film Trainspotting based in?
Edinburgh.
Glasgow?
I put Glasgow.
It is Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't decide which one it was.
I know. I was debating between the two myself.
I mean, the fact that we both put Glasgow and I've never even seen the movie makes me feel good, so.
Pixar Animation Studios is a subsidiary of which company?
Disney.
DreamWorks. No, Disney.
Disney.
The Walt Disney Company, yes.
Oh, did you hear? Disney's heir, like the heir to his company, has come out and verbally slammed the company for what they did to all their employees.
Nice.
Yeah, she's
good.
pissed.
Who played Scarlett O'Hara?
Dolly Parton.
Couldn't remember.
Jane Doe.
Vivian Lee.
Oh. No
Yeah, I had no idea.
Which 1980s film features a number of quotes beginning with the words Coughlin's Law?
Electric
1984?
Dreams?
Cocktail.
Fuck.
Oh. Yeah.
No.
Who sings I'm a Believer?
Donkey.
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 Donkey!
Donkey.
In Home Alone, Kevin uses quotes from which famous gangster movie to play tricks on the pizza delivery man?
Carry on gangstering.
No, Angels with Filthy Souls.
Oh.
Correct.
No, I can't take that one. I've got Angels, but I got Angels with Dirty Faces because I can remember his faces are souls.
Which legendary American dancer directed and starred in the musical comedy film Singin' in the Rain?
I'm
Ronnie
not sure if
Tupper.
that's right. Is it Gene Wilder?
Greg
Nope.
Astaire.
Nope.
It's not Astaire?
Oh,
It was Gene Kelly.
Oh, that's the guy.
Oh!
I can remember his second name. That's annoying.
And who directed Reservoir Dogs?
Quentin
Quentin
Tarantino.
Tarantino?
Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, good. I was right about that.
So, Angel's Feather,
Yep.
how many points do you has?
Well, I got 5, so I think that puts me at 13.
It does indeed. The Benegans.
6. Takes me on to 14.
And Jeff.
I got 5 that time.
Okay. Okay. I'm just looking at the answers for the next round and looking to see what the questions are going to be next.
Give us the answer. Do it Jeopardy style. Give us the answers and we have to get the questions.
No. I mean, I could do that another time, maybe. Next round. Which movie of 1985 features the song Living in America by James Brown? Which movie of 1985, good year, features the song Living in America by James Brown?
I think I know it, but I can't remember the fucking name.
No, I'm thinking the same thing.
You're thinking of the one with Eddie Murphy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm thinking now multiple ones with Eddie Murphy. Which is
No, it's the one where he's like that African prince or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I can't remember his name.
Neither can I.
That might be it. That might be it. I might be completely wrong. Might be thinking of a different movie, but that might be it.
Oh fuck. Okay,
It's
I'm
not
guessing.
Daddy Daycare.
No, it's definitely not that.
That's a slightly more recent film.
That's why it's not that one.
Question 2. Which French actress played Madeleine Swann in the 2015 James Bond movie Spectre? Which French actress played Madeleine Swann in the 2015 James Bond movie Spectre?
I hate Daniel Craig, so I didn't see that one.
I would have no.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna just list a French actress.
I mean, I like
don't
the
even know any
idea.
French actress.
I like the idea that you've just got a list of French actresses that you can go to for that.
No, I like some French films, so I know some of the actresses from those films. Well,
I really don't know. I'm just gonna leave that one blank because I was going to just write random French names, and I don't even know if they're French.
Which 1970s movie features a young mod called Jimmy?
A young
what?
A young mod called Jimmy.
Oh man, it's a 1970s movie.
70s film.
I don't know any 70s movies.
I guess.
Well, no, this...
I guessed on that one.
I'm gonna guess too. I actually know one 70s movie.
I don't know many. That's the thing when it comes. The worst part is trying to remember their actual bleeding titles.
If this turns out to be right, I'm gonna choke and die.
I don't know who this is, but okay.
Who plays the Mad Hatter in the 2010 movie Alice in Wonderland and its 2016 sequel Alice Through the Looking Glass? Who plays the Mad Hatter in the 2010 Alice in Wonderland and the 2016 Alice Through the Looking Glass?
The harder question would be who plays the Mad Hatter in the original animated Alice in Wonderland by Disney.
Very true.
Probably
Like
not the same
that.
person.
No, definitely not the same person. That would be a much harder question to answer, though.
Ooh, what music did we just get onto? Ah, no. Don't do that.
Babes in bikinis?
No, Discord was starting to try and open the stream.
Oh.
You don't let me have any fun.
Oh,
You
okay.
never get babes in bikinis.
You can get in your
We
bikini
can
whenever
dream.
you want.
We can dream. I mean, I've got mine over there.
No, I don't want you guys in bikinis. I want babes in bikinis.
That's the same thing, isn't it?
Question,
I mean, yeah, but I want different babes.
Question 15. The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News featured in which famous hit film?
I know the damn song. I don't know what it's from.
I was about to say, we
Shit.
had the question the last one.
That's the other version of The Power of Love. This is the Huey Lewis and the News version of The Power of Love. Featured in which famous hit movie?
It's in a lot of fucking movies. I don't even know that band. Like, the version I know was the one that came out from a really low-key indie rock band like 3 years ago. So, it's definitely not that one.
I don't know, but I don't know.
Well, you don't know, but you don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. Yeah, my motivation for life. I'm still changing my
keep-
answer for question number 3. I don't even know for that one, to be honest, but still, never mind.
I can't even answer that one. I mean, at least I had a guess for number 3, but...
Okay, which film does a robot fall in love with a probe sent by the Axiom ship? In which film does a robot fall in love with a probe sent by the Axiom ship?
To be honest, if it hadn't been for the Axiom, I think that would have. That's the one part I was like, yeah.
That would have lost you, would it?
But it's just, if it wasn't for that, I think it would be like, Yeah, a lot of films with robots in them.
Actually, I'm just going to bring the quiz questions over here, remove OBS over there, so that I'm not craning my neck round so far. Okay, question 7. I love that I've done that with 4 questions left. Which Australian 1980s drama film features Kylie Minogue as a young girl called Lola?
Repeat?
Which Australian 1980s drama film features Kylie Minogue as a young girl called Lola? Which Australian 1980s drama film features Kylie Minogue as a young girl called Lola?
I only know one Australian film, so
Same
that's
here.
going to be my answer.
Yeah, I'm going to write that one down as well, to be honest.
And I know it's wrong, but
I know.
it's the only one I know.
I mean, you
Which
never
is a terrible
know.
thing.
There's
There's a chance we might know this one.
It could be
Right.
right. It could be that you
Probably
know
not.
this one and don't know that it's Australian.
That's valid.
Oh, that's entirely true. No, like this is the only movie I know is definitely Australian.
It's worse part of
Question.
hearing the Lola. All I can think is Space Jam.
And,
I,
oh my
I,
god, that's on Netflix right
Netflix.
now, and I watched it the other day.
their website is still up.
I know.
Oh boy, that's that. Jeff, have you seen the Space Jam website?
No, I haven't. Should I?
That is a time capsule of 1995 website design. It is a fabulous work of art.
I mean, you
If
also
you
think
ever
that's the
wanna
way it should
get a-
be. isn't
Oh
it?
wow.
If you ever want a 5-fingered punch in the nutsack of nostalgia, that's exactly what that website is.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
Warner Brothers have endless buckets of money, so they clearly have no problem leaving that website live.
My favorite part is just literally remembering it. I remember getting the tape for that. I mean, we used to play it in the car all the time. Used to think that I would not.
My brother loved that movie so much, we had to buy the VHS twice because he wore out the tapes.
I've once done that with Asterix and Obelix.
Yeah, no one words things quite like our angel. Which character did Danny DeVito play in the movie Batman Returns?
Is that number 8?
That is number 8. Which character did Danny DeVito play in the movie Batman Returns?
If either of you get this wrong, I'm gonna smack you through the screen.
Well,
Well-
he did an amazing performance of it. The only thing is, can it be actually? I know this. No, I can't even ask the question. I can't ask the question until we come around to the actual thing because I don't want to
I want
put
your
that.
questions. I want your questions to come up about Tim Burton's Christmas trilogy.
Well, I'm just going to move that over there, and then I just need to resize this.
That's the thing I really love. Tim Burton's Christmas trilogy.
There we go.
I'm writing all his names. Neither of you should get this wrong. Or you,
Which
I will,
which
Oh.
1986 action movie features several songs by Queen?
Action.
Which 1986 action movie features several songs by Queen? Which 1986 action movie features several songs by Queen?
Oh.
I have no idea, but I'm gonna go with that one.
I think this is right, but I'm probably not anywhere near it.
I'm trying to think of what 1980s movie doesn't have Queen.
That might be a shorter list.
Yeah, it's not narrowing down my options much.
I rolled a 6.
On what die?
D20.
Oh, that's bad.
I rolled a 12. The same D20.
That's better.
16. 8. This die's rolling multiples.
Right.
And are we ready for the final question?
Yes.
Who played Captain George von Trapp in the 1965 musical film The Sound of Music?
Oh, bugger.
Fred! His name is fucking Fred Astaire.
Oh,
Is that the answer?
No,
That really would be interesting.
that's a very different film.
No, I thought it was Greg Astaire, and it's not. It's Fred Astaire, and it was bugging the hell out of me because I knew it wasn't Greg. And okay, no, I'm good. I remembered.
It's like that bit of corn stuck in the back of your mouth, just
Yeah.
bugging you the whole rest of the evening.
Oh my god.
Who played
Don't know
Captain
any-
George von Trapp in the 1965 musical film The Sound of Music?
A film that I've never actually seen.
I've never actually seen it either.
I only know Julie Andrews was in it.
Probably wasn't playing Captain George von Trapp.
Did she
I
play Captain
know,
George von
that's the
Trapp?
problem.
Captain George von Trapp. And that's not him. That is
I
certainly not
don't
him.
know any 60s actors. Fuck.
Ah. That's the only actor I know, not shy of the main cast, but that's not. I really don't know
No.
the name of that. No, it's not him.
Because
Certainly
Von
not
Trapp,
him.
Von Trapp was the dad, wasn't he? That she falls in love with.
Yeah, different.
She falls in love with the kid because he hires her to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
I refer you to previous answer of never have seen the film.
I don't know that guy's name. I'm gonna have to leave that one blank.
I've left 3 blank. I don't want to leave another one blank.
I think I'm still trying to figure out the last part of the other name of them 8. But I don't know whether it's necessary because... Question.
Let me know when you're ready for some answers. Or would you like me to repeat any questions before we do the answers?
I think I'm as ready as I'm gonna be, to be honest.
Can you repeat number 9 for me, please?
Which 1986 action movie features several songs by Queen? Jeff, if you get all 10 points on this round, you can win.
No pressure.
Remember what question 1 was again, please?
Which movie of 1985 features the song Living in America by James Brown? I will also point out that if you get all of them right, the other 2 have to get none of them right.
I'm not going to get all of them right, so that's not a problem.
I don't think that's right, but... Oh, why does it have to be names? Never mind. I have blanks, but I'm gonna say just stop it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get them.
Is everybody ready for some answers?
Oh god. Yeah.
Question 1. Which movie of 1985 features the song Living in America by James Brown?
Coming to America?
That's what I got. Coming to America.
Jeff?
I didn't get an answer for that one.
Rocky 4.
Oh,
Ow!
Would not have got that.
Which French actress plays Madeleine Swan?
I had no
Vanessa
idea.
Paradis?
Is it Leia Seydoux?
It is Léa Seydoux.
Ooh.
And thanks for being able to pronounce the name, because I was looking at it going, oh boy. Oh boy.
I can verify it actually. I can verify that actually.
Which 1970s or which 70s movie features a young mod called Jimmy?
Raggedy and
Boys?
Ann and Andy the musical?
No. Ben?
Essex Boys?
Nope. Jeff?
Greece?
It is Quadrophenia.
Oh.
What the fuck is that?
It's a 70s movie where a young mod is called Jimmy.
Apparently.
That's all I have for the film, I'm afraid.
Right. I think the next one we're all going to get.
All together now, who plays the Mad Hatter in the 2010 movie Alice in Wonderland?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Correct. The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News features in which famous hit movie?
Oh, I didn't get this one. I said Ghost, but I doubt it's right.
Dirty Dancing.
I am very disappointed. It is Back to the Future.
Oh.
I only
Oh.
saw it the once with you. I'm sorry.
When?
Damn it.
At what point?
The start of the film.
Yes.
It is over the opening credits of the film, and Huey Lewis and the News actually appear in the film,
Yeah.
telling Marty McFly that he can't play in the Battle of the Bands because he's playing their song.
The most thing I remember they opening Back to the Future is him turning all the volume up to max and having all the amplifiers exploding.
Yeah.
And then after that, he skateboards to school with Huey Lewis and the News' Power of Love playing.
Get the
Oh.
power of love.
Once again, a question I think everybody got the answer to. Which film does a robot fall in love with a probe sent by the Axiom ship?
Wally.
Wally!
Wally.
Wally. Who is also up there on the shelf towards the back.
Nice.
You can't actually see him from here though, but he's on the same shelf as the dice box.
This
Which
is right. I'm going to be laughing my ass off. But it is classified as drama.
which Australian 1980s drama film features Kylie Minogue as a young girl called Lola?
Crocodile Dundee.
No.
The only other one I could think of was Walkabout.
No, it is The Delinquents.
Oh, I don't know that one. I'm happy about that.
I don't know that movie.
Now, the one where Angel has threatened physical violence against either of you getting this wrong.
I have a question first.
Yes.
This will obviously be a part of my answer, but all answers are set. So he has an alias, but when it comes down to his actual name, that is left up as ambiguous as to whether or not it actually was his name. So are we going by the alias, or are we going by his name? Or are we doing both?
We are looking for, in this instance, they have listed the answer as his villain name.
The
Penguin.
Penguin.
I will give a bonus point. What's his other
Oswald
name?
Oswald
Old
Cobblepot.
Cobblepot.
There you go. Bonus points all round.
Woohoo.
Which
Good, I don't
19
need to beat either of you.
which 1986 action movie features several songs by Queen?
Die Hard.
Top Gun.
Highlander.
It is Highlander.
Motherfucker. I've never seen that movie.
And
I have. I don't know, remember it.
Who played Captain George von Trapp in the 1965 musical film The Sound of Music?
I guessed Max von Sydow, but that's probably wrong.
That is wrong,
Vincent
yes.
Price?
That is
I-
also wrong.
Didn't have an answer.
Christopher Plummer.
Oh,
I don't know
gosh.
who that is.
He played Captain
I-
George von Trapp in...
I know the name.
Speaking of Danny DeVito as the Penguin, quickly, then we'll round out the night. Have any of you seen him talking on the Graham Norton show about his time playing the Penguin?
No.
Yes.
No.
He relates a story on there. I don't know what he was on to actually promote at the time, but they ask him about being the Penguin. And he says that there's a bit in the film where a monkey delivers him a note. And so they had the trained monkey that would start at the top of the stairs and work the way down the stairs and hand him the note. And so they rehearsed this a couple of times with him out of the costume, just in normal clothes. And the monkey would come down the stairs and hand him a note at the behest of the trainer, and then would scamper off for snacks. And then he went and got the penguin suit on, and the monkey came down the stairs as he'd been trained to, looked up at the penguin, and freaked out, and just leapt at him and started biting him in the general low-down genitalia region,
No.
which was luckily for him very well covered with padding for him in this outfit, and so it didn't actually get through to any human flesh.
Jesus.
But it had a right go at him, and then they had to get him off and into a different penguin suit that they conveniently had another spare one, and then they just went, well, we're doing it again, because we didn't get it the first time, so...
Did the monkey do exactly the same thing again?
I don't think so, because I'm fairly certain they finished the film.
I would have thought, surely you would now say, perhaps we should train the monkey to him.
Anyway, let's get some final scores on the screen. Angel Feather.
Yes. With that last round, I'm on 17.
The Bennigens.
Thanks to that bonus point, and if we are counting the bonus point, I got 4 points there, taking me up to 18.
And Talon on Toast.
I got 6 points on that last one.
So you are up to 11.
Yes.
So, with that, the added bonus of Jeff not being around for the first half, the Bennigens take this round. I'm sure that Jeff will be back next time to get some more points, and we might even schedule it so he's here from the start.
Oh, don't do that. It ruins the fun.
No. Next time, Ben's the one who has to come into it.
I'm thinking that for the next one, we'll do it next Saturday, because I can't do next Sunday because there's D&D.
There's a little thing in the way.
So we'll do another one on Saturday next week if anybody's around for that. Here, great. If not, I'll work with other people and find out who we can have next time. And as I said, we are hoping to keep doing these throughout the quarantine times for something a little bit different from just video game streaming and our usual D&D streams, so that there's something a bit different. You get to see all of our faces with this one, or most of our faces with this. And and it's something a little bit different, and it helps stretch out the grey cells, and it's a little bit entertaining, hopefully. In the meantime, we do have our regular schedule running. I'm looking quite that far off because that's how far I've been looking from that screen. So now I'm just kind of bringing it back to where the camera is.
Sorry, I just thought you were looking at me then, and I just realised on the stream you're swapped round for some reason.
Yes, it's because the stream sees what I see, and for reasons of Discord not freaking you out, it shows you a mirror image of yourself. So if I point over there, I'm pointing at Jeff on his stream, and on my screen, I'm just pointing off the side of the frame. It's
Interesting.
it's interesting because they assume that people mostly see themselves in a mirror, so they mirror image it for you, but for everybody else, you see the right way round.
Interesting. Very interesting.
That's a fun fact for today for you guys watching along at home. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It is a great way for you guys to know when we go live. It will let you keep up with all of the stuff we do. This, our D&D, and our video game related doomaflopabilities. That's a word I just made up.
They're going to have to force that into vernacular now.
Yeah, how do you spell that?
DOMAFLOP. I've forgotten what I said.
DOMO.
Lamb.
Doomaflopadies.
Doomaflopody. Phlegmopodies.
Anyway, on.
There you go. Doomaflopodies.
Yeah, that's how you spell it, Jeff. The stream can't see it anymore because I've gone over to the end stream.
Now we need that on a t-shirt.
Tomorrow night, Sean and I will be back. Tomorrow night, Sean and I will be back with some genetic manipulation as we are going to be getting some bees.
I thought you were playing Minecraft.
In Minecraft, we need to get some bees up and running. We want some.
I thought it was going to be Resident Evil with them genetic manipulation.
We want to get bees to make fireproof wood and also gold. So we need two.
You might be aiming a bit too high.
So we need to get some very specific bees.
Most people start with honey and work your way from there.
We've got bees that make honey. We want bees that make us gold and genetic and fireproof wood, so that AG's roof stops burning down.
What's setting fire to it?
Lightning.
I must say, when it comes down to it, I've had a lot of fun recently for the sake of one of my recordings. We made an area in creative mode. My friend was making a mansion in it. I put one switch in the room, and then I filled the room with switches.
On Tuesday night, Sean and I will be back again with Torchlight Tuesdays, as apparently Sean and I play the alliterative games. As we are hopefully finishing the fight with the final boss fight against the Alchemist. Hopefully Chris and Rekia will be there too, if they're around. Probably.
There's a chance. I'm afraid we can't talk for them.
And then on Wednesday, it is the Golden Tooth, as hopefully they are exiting the Library of Biblius, having now gathered the Pyre Maul and merged it with Pyrolis's packed weapon. They can now work on leaving the library. I'm sure that'll be perfectly
I always knew
fine.
it was pronounced Bibbles.
I'm sure that'll be perfectly fine. And nothing bad will happen to them.
Nothing ever bad happens in D&D.
So for now, guys, thank you so much to the guys that followed us and resubbed in this stream. We'll see you guys again real soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.